the second section is the target bans. So maybe, just a maybe, Max team have an assassin player, because right now we can see that also Fanny joined to the first phase of the banning list, and we have Angela. Maybe some people will be a little bit upset or maybe mad about this ban, but I actually seen it doing pretty good in the tournaments and also after the update, the next update, because it increases the survivability of the assassin heroes. So that's why I saw it a lot of times being played by maybe I will say the Philippine national team with also Link, and we can see also that Fanny is joining from the side of Deus Vult. But there is a pick that I am confused about here. Is the pick Novaria more suitable in Room as we saw it in the MSC, or is it more efficient doing the damage as a mage?
I think it's more the mage, but it doesn't mean that you cannot pick her as a roam. Because as a roam, it's, in my opinion, it's cannot be first picked. You can pick Novaria for like 4th or 5th pick as a roamer only when you can see the composition of the enemy. Because what if enemy have really aggressive approach to the game and they taking the river and they trying to get into your jungle, they trying to harass your jungle? What can you do as Novaria roam? Pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing. Yeah. So if you see the draft and draft is kind of slow from the opponent, you can go Novaria roam. I think. Yeah. It's gonna be more like mid to late game approach, and she's going to be pretty big when she get her items, when she get this all vision, all slows, where Novaria shines. But like. Mage, as a mage, I also think, like, in my opinion, she's like more mid-game hero because of the vision. You need to get good ultimate, good position, and then surprise, kills. But if you go like head-to-head clash, and Novaria is not that good, you need to play smart. It's kind of like Yisunshin on M3. If you remember, it was like super meta. But why? We realized it only during the matches. He actually ults, and because of that, team can get the extra positions because of it.
Yeah, better vision because of the ultimate. But the draft here went so fast, actually. You can see that both teams has already finished their first phase of drafting. They got Brody for Wiser, and also we see that Killit had his Joy, and also Lancelot for the side of Deus Vult. So Deus Vult right now are using a lot of dashes, so I think maybe I can expect seeing a Minstar, maybe we will see something else, maybe we'll see a Phivius coming out, but I don't think that this will happen with the presence of Arlut for the side of Team Max. And also we see that there is Faramis who can make the team fight goes longer, maybe in the aggressive phase and even in defensive phases. We will see that Faramis is doing a great job with his ultimate, and last but not least we will see that Claude is joining from the side of Team Max. Claude I think is a really good pick, but with having Claude you are betting so much on the, maybe we'll say, no, we'll not say mid-game, but after mid-game with a little bit, and also the late game. And the second phase, I think that both teams are maybe more prepared than I can expect, because the draft is going so fast. And you can talk us through the second phase right now.
Yeah, sure. I'm kind of a little bit confused by the way how draft is going. I thought it's going to be like left to right, but I don't know who's picking first. But that's fine. So I'm seeing how I'm viewing the draft. It's like 25% on side lane, one side lane, on gold lane, let's say, 25% on X lane, and 50% on the mid lane. So now Brody, like 100% wins Claude.
Okay.
And that's like no chance for Claude to survive the Brody. So
in a 1v1.
It means, yes, in 1v1, you are correct. It means what Devil can draft for mid lane. So if Devil can draft for mid lane, which is left, basically Rome and the mage, if they can somehow stop Team Max's mid, Brody can dominate Claude, and they cannot help. So it's coming down to the roamer and the mage of Devil. On the other hand, they have I guess it's Kaja Rome, as far as I understood, Kaja and Faramis as a mage, and the Grok and Eve. Eve is kind of slow, but the Grok is very fast. So I think it's like, I don't know, 55 to 45% ratio who's favorite here. What do you think?
Well, my idea here is that Grok and Eve maybe will be one of the most effective combos that we can ever see, because the second skill from Grok can make you unable to go out of the ultimate, and also the ultimate from Grok can make you unable to go out of the ultimate from Eve. And the dashes coming out from the side of Deus Vult, we have Joy, we have also Lancelot, and also we will see that Brody is getting a lot of advantage from the slowdown effect coming from the side of Eve. So actually I really like the Deus Vult draft. But on the other side, maybe because you said that Claude will struggle a little bit, maybe more than a little bit, against Brody, Claude against Brody, yeah. He will have some assistance coming from Kaja, but I don't think that Kaja can do that much in the early games. And at the last pick, something that we have spoke about before we even get into the draft, I was saying that Bane and Alpha are both of them dominating the current meta. So do you think that they will depend on Bane in the early game and the bushing, and leave the late game for Claude only?
Yes, though I'm thinking the Claude is like for the late game, They will have like stable draft, in my opinion. They have like everything in it, like pretty good early game, because Grok clearing have a lot of damage, and clearing is pretty good. Mid to late approach is good to the comes to Eve, like pretty poor damage first levels, but that's fine. Snowball pretty quickly.
Sure.
We're having technical pause for a little bit. That's fine.
No problem.
Yeah, but so I was thinking about Team Max. If they going to play super aggressive, I think they gonna win this. But if they gonna pick slow approach, they gonna lose it. That's my point of view.
There is something that I can really see on the side of Team Max. They have Claude. Okay, that's like notable. Everyone sees that they have Claude. But what will you do? Yeah, what will you do with Claude without area crowd control? Like you don't have anyone to freeze the enemy so that Claude goes in and finds his own approach. Maybe it will depend on the ultimate from Bane, but that's like, I don't think that this will happen. Maybe just once in a lifetime. Not gonna happen all the time. So if they depended on Kaja and Claude, I don't see the team fight going really good for the side of Team Max. But they will target, for sure, they will target the turrets, because they have Bane, and they have also maybe Claude in the late games. He can do some split bushing, as we have seen in some tournaments. But again, I don't think that Team Max draft can out-draft Team Devo, because not just like my it's also my opinion, like it's just my opinion, but I think that Devo have a really solid draft compared to the Team Max.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But also, the thing you probably didn't know, they Team Max banned Selena. You know that Savo has like 3,000 games on Selena, and dominated some matches on M3 with it absolutely solo. But as well, Magister is playing Lancelot. It's his main as well. He shines very bright with this hero. So I'm expecting not tanks a lot. Oh no, I want to like full damage build and like beautiful gameplay. Second skill dodge, Kaja ult, something like this. Like I don't know.
You seem like you are like when you imagine that, you are so happy, like because they made Lancelot at the previous meta playing as a tank. So you called it tank-a-lot, right? Or
tank-a-lot. Yeah, it's madness. Solo, it's madness.
So does he play it as like before even the previous meta, the jungler from Team Devo? He knows how to play Lancelot with damage. He knows, like, of course, like, he's a professional player. I'm not doubting his ability, but I'm just like saying, is he going to have the same efficiency as the tank slot, as you said, or it will be just about the damage?
We're gonna have to wait a little bit for the game because some technical issues, but that's completely fine. Yeah, Magister can play both damage. I think he plays like just like equally because he just understands the hero. He can go Lancelot mage, I guess, because of his deep knowledge. I'm just kidding. No mage, of course, but but you get what I'm saying. He's like very good. So I was thinking about that the Brody gonna dominate the Claude, so that means the mid lane is going to help.
I can see here that there's a Valentina from the side of Team Max, so they didn't want Team Devo to have, instead of their Eve, they didn't want to see that Team Evo have the ultimate of Kaja and also the ultimate of Framis, which is a really fair point. So right now we have landed in the land of Dawn and we see that Devo team is trying to dominate the XP lane, unlike what we have expected the early game. We will see a little bit of domination on the XP, on the gold lane, and as we can see here, they are getting their stacks pretty safely. So yeah, they are taking an aggressive approach here, as you have advised. We can see that Team Max is already invading the jungle.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The retribution is down already, so the Lancelot is going for the blue buff. That means he's not going for the river minion, and it's safe for the Bane. But as you know, the rotation now for the Bane is kind of slower, but with extra minion.
Bane right now is a force of nature, as I've told you. He have a lot of damage, and having him is an advantage in terms of the pushing phase. If you are talking about the game, I'm not gonna just like exclude it on the turrets, but it is a huge factor. If you are playing on the turrets, if you are taking a lot of turrets, it's gonna give you a huge advantage that you cannot deny. But again, once again, you cannot also deny the team fights. You cannot also deny the composition, the team draft in whole. But you can see here that there is some help coming from the side of Team Max. The rumor is helping a little bit Super Lay on the gold lane, and I think that this is what he needs. In terms, you said that Brody is a huge opponent against Claude, so yeah, he is getting some help from Team Max, and Claude is getting some help from the side of Kaja.
Yeah, I was paying attention actually to the experience bar of the Claude and the Brody, and it seems like the Claude is actually 1 minion ahead of the Brody, and he was holding the lane. And it's by the way, it's safe turtle for the Team Max.
Yeah, it's a really safe turtle. I think that Team Deus Vult are playing a little bit passively. I don't know why, actually. Are they waiting for level 4? I don't know.
Agree, absolutely agree. And by the way, look what's the odds on the audience. That's exactly what you said about the homeland. For me, it doesn't mean like much.
Yeah, it's expectations. Like everything is left to the hands of the players and also the coaches, the mentality, the strategies, the preparation. There's a lot of elements when you give such prediction. But again, the result is only you can only see the result by one side of the teams, and this side will, even if you have a 5% expectation. But we can see here that there's a first blood, and Team Max already having their first blood. And again, Bane on the turrets is a force of nature. He got most of the gold in the mid lane, and we can all know what will Bane do when he have such great lead in terms of gold.
Oh man, I'm gonna call it right now. They will need to crank up because Team Max getting their tempo. The first ultimate of Kaja, first flicker used perfectly because the 3 minions going into the tower and the Bane get like what, 200 gold out of tower. It's too much. But the gold lead is not that big. It's more of the tempo lead.
Oh, look at the ultimate coming here from the Eve, and as I told you, he will be paralyzed. Bane can't do anything, and the ultimate coming from So is still dealing some damage, but again, Lancelot is also dealing some damage, So in the backline, but there is also some damage coming from Sunset Lover. So goes back, and there is a tie in terms of the kills. 1 kill for each side, but Bane falls down for the side of Team Max.
Wow, it seems like side lanes are actually losing a little bit. Team Max win the side lanes. Look, this Cloud, I'm calling it right now. He need to be shut down immediately because he getting his tempo. And you don't want to get Cloud get his tempo because he's a slow hero. He's a slow hero against fast hero and he's already ahead. This is very big for Team Max.
We can also see that Team Deus Vult. Look at Lancelot here in the map before it disappears. Of course, we have to delay the game a little bit to give the best experience for both teams to troubleshoot the problem. But look at Lancelot. He's so far from the turtle. He will give this turtle for free, mostly to the side of Team Max. Like you can see that Claude is like, I'm not gonna I don't know how to say that, but there is a strategy called Protect the King, and the King here is the gold laner, and I think the King here is super lay for the side of Team Max, and they are able to give him the full potential of the picks. Look at here we have some ultimate coming from Kaja, but Kaja goes back once again, and maybe here we will see the second turtle goes for the side of Team Max.
Yeah, probably gonna go for a Team Max. But heading back to what you said, Protect the King. I'm not really agree with this. I'm more like you don't put all the eggs in one basket. Yeah, so what if Claude gets picked? What if Macro? What if Faramis couldn't reach? What if Faramis gets stunned by the Grok and Claude? He's not getting his purify. He having only flicker. So you know it's super risky. It's super risky. Oh, talking about super risky, Lancelot was trying to def the tower, and also Kaja ultimate is used once again. And look at this smart tanking. Wow. They are getting the objective. Wow, Team Max are in their element.
Team Max are giving their best, and so far their best is paying off. We see that they are controlling the map, and we can see that they have the gold lead. They are now like ahead with 1k, maybe 1.5k, and maybe even here we can see a blue buff steal coming from the side of Team Max, but it's so hard. But it's not hard for Lancelot to get the ultimate. Look at here, we can see that there is an ultimate coming down from Eve, and Eve with the real world manipulation giving some damage, but still there's some chase happening here behind Team Max, and Team Max are trying to find a window out of this, and they do find that window. They are trying, and they will try to clear the mid lane, and I think it will be an easy clear. But again, is Deus Vult capable of pulling off one fight to go ahead in this in the game? That's a huge question that I will leave for the players to answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to answer it myself.
Go ahead.
I think, look, don't get fooled by the tempo. So the picture of the game, at least for me, looks like Team Max is cranking up the tempo for the maximum. But look at the gold. It's not that big of a snowball. So for me, at least, it seems like Team Max should have at this point 2 or like 4k. Yeah, nice try. Double flicker usage. No Eve pickup.
He tried to get Eve, and I think that Eve is playing a huge role in this game. But look at here, we can see that also Grok is getting picked off, and the damage is so high, and I think it's more than enough. A double kill coming from the side of Team Max. He's trying right now, Lancelot, to get the kill, and he manages to get the kill, but he's the last one surviving from Team Deus Vult, and right now it's the first wiped out at the first game, coming for the favor of Team Max. They are unexpectable at all so far, War Barbie.
Yeah, the pretty good, and the Bane ultimate was so good. He was actually CC chained against Kaja ultimate. Grok is trying to defend this tower really badly, and he actually succeeded in it. I was talking about so Kaja hook the Grok, And after ultimate expires, Grok probably would cast his own ultimate. But at the end of the Kaja ultimate, Bane actually like airborne him with his own ultimate. So Grok cannot use his ultimate and die without using it. And that's big.
As we have spoken before the game starts, the 1 in a million percentage to see a Claude successful ultimate actually happened in front of us. Having the airborne, the ultimate coming from the side of Bane, Claude used it to its maximum. He used this ultimate to get a double kill for himself, and 4-1-2 is the score for Claude. So I think that Claude is right now unstoppable, and also the Lord here is so easy coming from the side of Team Max, and also maybe a kill will happen. Ultimate coming from the side of Faramis, and also ultimate coming from the side of Eve, and they are still chasing the kill. Team Max is trying to get the double kill, and he gets the double kill. Maybe also there's another kill here. There's another kill indeed happening on Joy, and Team Max are completely raging out on the land of Dundee. Got the kills, and maybe, just a maybe, they will make Team Deus Vult defend for their base turrets.
Wow. So before that fight, situation was kinda acceptable. Like you can play with this, but now situation is going slow ball out of control because the tier 2 tower on top, tier 2 tower on bot gonna fall, and Deus Vult gonna be locked on their base, and that's very bad. Exactly what we're talking about before the game starts. If Team Max going map control very good, and like don't let the devil come out, and it's going to be very hard.
We see that there is a chance still coming from the side of Deus Vult, but I don't know actually.
Did you saw the damage? Did you saw the damage on the Joy? It's like 90% left.
It's unbelievable, bro. It's literally unbelievable. Team Max are... I'm now speechless, actually. They made the game at just 10 minutes long. They made it so hard for Team Devo to come back, because right now they are at their inhibitor turrets, and right now they are still trying to defend, even though we said that maybe Team Max will go to the defense phase, but we left it for the players to decide that. And the players have chosen to play the aggressive early gameplay, which Team Deus Vult has 100% surrendered to. So right now we see
a guess. Did you saw that? That's such a good guess by the Arlot. He just checked the bush with his ultimate, and that's Lancelot pops out and forced to go back. I was thinking about how good we predicted this. Like, remember, I was talking about, like, if Team Max going aggressive, and they have pretty big chances, and this is exactly what are they doing. And also we was talking about, like, why is slow approach passive, let's say, is worse than aggressive, like textbook right now. Why is that so?
Well, I think that a lot of that goes for the efforts that Team Max are pulling off right now. They are making this game look like a life and death competition. They are handling everything just with the sufficient amount enough. We see that maybe the next Lord also will go for the side of Team Max, but look at Lancelot. He's just so far, but I think he will be near just like close enough to get the retribution, but no. He just gives that up. And there's a conceal coming from the side of Team Max, and also a second skill here. We see that only So is the one who's going to get captured. Look, he's just like recalling. He's saying like, yeah, I just surrendered. Just kill me. I'm here.
Oh man, and the panic flicker from the Brody, yeah, too early used.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they're making their Deus Vult, Team Max making Deus Vult suffer. At this point, I see like very low chances, I mean, Deus Vult need to have biggest ultimates of their lives to make it happen.
Well,
so yeah, but let's say it's first game, yeah, warm up game, but the team Max looks like they warm up on the way, not in the game.
Well, there is something that I haven't seen so far, and that's the ultimate flicker from Arlet, which have actually made a lot of impossible games possible for the teams who picked that pick. Let's see here if this is gonna happen. The Lord is getting melted down, and also the first turret in the inhibitor turret phase, but there's an ultimate coming from the side of Claude. Claude is getting Sunset Lover out. He got Sunset Lover out, and there is 3 down from the side of Deus Vult. Team Max got game 1, 100% deserved first game, and also what an opening for such tournament. What an unbelievable beginning from the side